A frequent question I get asked is, hey look, I'm starting my detailing business, but how do I make sure I'm actually gonna get paid? How do I ensure I'm not gonna get stiffed by the customer? Do I only accept cash? Do I accept card? What do you do? And the short answer and the reality of it is you're not gonna be able to completely eliminate that potential problem. There are unethical people in this world. There are people that will make you believe that they will, hold their end of the stick and be honest and truthful and, fulfill their end and actually pay you. But that's just the cold reality of running a business. Now, does that mean you can't eliminate or at least reduce the potential of that happening? Of course not. Number one is you have to clarify and be as clear as you can be with pricing. So if, let's say, over the course of a week and a half, you guys are trying to book a detail, right? Their schedule is a little complex. You're kind of booked out, so you can't get to them quick enough. So you've given the price, let's say on Monday, right? And then 2 weeks later is that when the actual detail is going to be booked. Make sure throughout that process or before you go out and service that customer, you say, hey, look, remember, I'm gonna do this to your car. These are the results, and this is the price range in which it's gonna fall under, and I will let you know the exact price once I get there. But don't just assume they're still gonna remember the price or they still know the price from 2 weeks ago till when you're actually gonna perform the detail. So always be communicating and always let them know the price. Also keep in mind that although you may be talking with a wife, with a husband, with a boyfriend, girlfriend, brother, sister, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're the ones that are gonna pay you. Maybe it's that they're just talking to you, they're setting up for their whoever else, and then the other person's gonna pay you, or they're gonna split it. Whatever the case may be, always send a text and an email with all the details of what the detail is gonna consist of. So if it's a wash and wax and an engine cleaning, then if possible, send the details through the text and then send all the details through an email. Either or, if you want to do both throughout the course of a week or so, if that's how far the detail is from when you've talked to them, then do that. But send all the details. If it's just verbal, you got to get it down on some type of paper, electronically, a text, an email, or like send an invoice if possible, or just something showing them about what's going to take place on the set date you have for that detail. The next thing you can do is simply be more professional. And that doesn't mean you have to, talk in the most professional manner, or that you have to have a website with like a bunch of, high quality photos, or any of that other things that you may think is what you need to be professional. But more so on the fact that answer the phone quickly, be very, very quick when it comes to responding a text, an email, or a phone call. And just be very clear on everything that you're doing. So just, explain the detail process, explain how the process works, confirm with the detail before, a couple days in advance. That way you just seem very professional, and it, in the perspective of the person trying to pull the fast one on you, it may seem, it may seem to them that you're a bit more on your game, and that, there might be some repercussions if they go on with this. But definitely be communicating with the customer at all times, especially with pricing. Let them know it's a price range. When I get there, it will be this exact amount, and then we'll continue with the detail. But other than that, every industry, every business faces this problem. There is no company that doesn't go, that they either have, they've defaulted on their credit card, or they just completely flat out lied, and they're gonna not pay for whatever reason. It happens to every industry, every business. There's no way around it. Just because, like I said, there's unethical people in this world. They will go out their way to execute on their strategy to get a free service or free product at the expense of whatever they need to do. So yeah, there are unethical people. It hasn't happened to me personally. Eventually it probably will, just because that's the sake of running a business. You get a big diverse audience that want your services. I'm sure at some point it's gonna happen to me. I mean, if you really wanna go after it, you can send them to collections, but I don't know the process of that. I don't know what's all involved, but I do know that's what companies do if someone isn't paying on their payments, on an agreement, on a contract, as they do send them to collections. I don't know if that's like applicable or feasible for a small detailing business like ours, but that is something that you could look into if you're interested in actually pursuing that problem. But other than that, yeah, I mean, keep in mind, you are running a business. You are gonna have a diverse set of people coming towards you. They're gonna be all different types of people, from income, from culture, from nationality. So that's you have to take that into consideration. You know, no matter what point in time you are with your business, you're gonna have unethical customers. You're gonna have, you know, problematic customers. It's simply business. That's what you sign up for when you say, hey, look, I'm gonna run a detailing business or whatever business that you're in. But let me know in the comments below if you have any advice, any tips to make sure you don't get stiffed by the customer, to make sure that they pay the full amount. Leave your comments down below. Check the description box again, like always, if you want to start your own detailing business. Leave me some advice, like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.